Hello family, you are welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of tuning into my channel, you are welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share and turn on the notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever I upload a new video. To my returning subscribers, I say a very big thank you to you all for coming back to watch my videos, liking and sharing my videos. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Without wasting much of your time, let's get on to the video. As you can see, the turban cap has 3 different parts: the base, a round pleated band, and the twisted frame design on top, and 3 roses embellished flowers on the side. And also the twisted band has handles at the back to make it easy to tie. So in front of me now, I have the base of the turban cap here, and I'm using a bridal satin, and I cut the head circumference around the stretchy parts of the fabric. I cut out 2 pieces for the base, the main base and then the lining, because the satin is light. It's a lightweight satin. Next, I cut the band, and also I cut the head circumference on the stretchy parts. I cut out 2 pieces for the handles, and I cut out 2 pieces also for the twisted frame. So on the table in front of me, I've cut out 2 pieces for the base for the turban cap. These 2 pieces, one is for the base and then one is lining. And this base measures my head circumference plus 1 inch. My head circumference is 23 inches plus 1 inch is 24 by 14 inches. Next, I cut the round pleated band, and it measures 25 inches for the head circumference. Because it's a pleat, I added 1 inch, 25 by 12 inches. Next, I cut out the 2 pieces for the twisted frame design on top of the turban cap, and it measures 26 inches by almost 4 inches. I cut out 2 pieces, that's for the twisted frame. I also cut out 2 pieces of fabric for the handle of the twisted frame. It measures 15 inches by 5 inches. So now I'm going to be working on the band pleats. I'm going to be starting by folding 1.5 inch at the edge of the band to have a neat look whilst working on the pleats. And I'm going to pin it down. As you can see, I finished pinning the edge. I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew from this end all the way to this end, and we'll be back. So guys, I'm done with the edges. With the edge, I finished sewing the edge, and this is the line. This is the good side and this is the wrong side. So now I'm going to start pleating like this. You make sure that your first pleat cover these stitches. I'm going to continue till I get my 3 pleats here in front, like this. So make sure that this second one, you stitch it, and then make sure that the third one also cover the second one, cover the stitch on the second one like this. You can do as many pleats as you wish. I'm doing 3, you can do 4 or 5. It depends on what you want. So I'm going to hold all these pleats in place, and I'll be taking it to my machine to sew, and I'll come back to show you how it looks. So guys, I finished with the pleats, and the pleat is looking neat and very nice. So the intervals between this is half an inch. I did 3 pleats because I don't want too much pleats in front. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this one aside, then take the base of the turban. What I'm going to do next is to fold the base in half like this, and then notch the middle part. I'm going to do the same to the second piece. So I'm going to place one of the base on the table and get the pleats and fold it also into 2 to the wrong side and notch the middle. So what I'm going to do now is to place the pleats on top of the base. You see, this is the good side and this is the wrong side, and I'm putting the pleats good side on the good side of the base. And I'm going to get the second piece of the base, that's the lining, and I'm going to match it on top like this. Then I'm going to get my pins and pin from one end all the way to the other end, and I'll take it to my machine and go and sew and come and show you. So guys, I finished attaching the band, and this is how it looks. Now sew it from this side all the way here to the end here, and I'm going to leave a gap here to turn it inside out, and I'll be back to show you. So I finished sewing it, and this is the gap I left. So I'm going to turn it through this gap. So I'm going to take it to my ironing table, go and iron it, and come back for the next step. So this is how it looks after turning it inside out, and this is the space I left to turn it. So what I'm going to do is to take it to my machine and lock this space. After, I'm going to fold this base into 2 like so, and then stitch it from this end all the way to this end. But before stitching from here, you have to make sure that you measure your head circumference, because this is stretchy fabric. I'm going to measure exact head circumference before sewing it. My head circumference is 23, so it's 11 and a half. So I'm going to start sewing from here, sew all the way down here, and sew all the way down here, and I'll come back. So I finished sewing it. This is the back, and it's the wrong side, and this is the good side. So this is how the good side look like. So I'm going to turn it back to the wrong side. I'm going to get my needle and thread to run a stitch down, a gathered stitch down to this end, and then continue to this end to give it that gathered effect behind the turban. I'm going to start from here. So guys, if you are joining us for the first time, please do me a favor to subscribe, like and share my videos. I upload videos on every Thursdays and Sundays. On this channel, I used to do sewing tutorial, pattern drafting, art and crafts, and many more. Make sure that you arrange your gathers well. Secure it well with a needle and thread. And take your scissors and cut up the excess thread. So this is how it looks like. This is the front side. Now this is the back view. See the goddess effect here. Now moving to the twisted frame. I have 2 pieces of fabric cut out in front of me. The measurement 36 inches by 3.5 inches. I'm going to fold each of the fabric into 2, like so, and I'm going to stitch from one end to the other end, and we'll be back to show you. So I'm done sewing both the pieces. Now I'm going to turn it inside out with this safety pin. Start pushing the pin inside, like so. I'm through turning my fabric inside out, and now I'm going to be pinning in this fabric with a fiber. I'm going to start pinning it with the fiber, and I'm going to be making use of this tube to be pushing the fiber so that I can fill the tube well. So guys, I'm done with the filling. So this is how it looks. So the next thing to do is to start twisting by locking one edge like this. You hold this, and then I get my needle and thread ready. I'm going to hold it and tie it. So to start twisting, I'm going to be twisting it like this, like so. But for me to get a tight twist, either I find a heavy object like this to put on it whilst twisting, or you get a helping hand from somebody to help you to hold it and twist it. So guys, for some reason my camera stopped recording, so I'm going to explain how I went through it. My helper held here for me, so I twisted it to the end. When I got to the end, I secured the end the same way I secured the starting point. So my twist is ready now. Next, I'm going to get the handles. So these are the handles. This is the good side and this is the wrong side. I have 2 pieces cut out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to sew from here, from this side all the way here, and towards the down I'm going to give it a curve like this. So I get my scissors and give it a slant and cut the slant. Then I'm going to take it to my machine and sew from this end all the way to the curved end. So guys, I finished sewing the edges, and I'm going to use this woody stick to turn it inside out. So guys, I finished turning it inside out. This is how it looks. So I'm going to fold the edge inside 1 inch like this. I'll get my twisted frame and I'm going to insert like this. I'm going to get my needle and thread to secure it. So guys, I finished attaching the handles to the twisted frame. So the next thing I'm going to do is to put it on the turban cap and I put it on the dummy's head to show you guys how it look like. So this is the side, this is the front, and then this is the back. So now I'm going to put this aside and start working on the flower for the embellishment. So I have with me here on the table, I've already cut down 3 round circles of fabric for the flower embellishment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate to you how I cut it on a piece of paper. So this is my pattern paper. I fold it into 2 and I fold it again into 4 like this. So I use the radius of 3.2 for this. So I'm going to be marking the radius. This flower is 6.5 inches. So the radius here is 3.2. And I'm going to mark 3.2. So this is my circle. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. So I'm going to be turning the wrong side facing me up like so, and I'm going to get my needle and thread and I'm going to gather all around the circle. I'm going to do to all the 3 pieces and I'll come and show you. So I'm working on 1 piece to illustrate to you guys, and after I'm going to finish the other 2 off camera. So this is my needle and thread and I'm going to run a garter stitch here. I'm going to secure it with my needle and thread again. You secure the end by tying it. So I'm going to finish all this, the other 2 pieces off camera and then come and show you guys. So guys, I finished with the flowers. The next thing I'm going to do is to design the flower with this. This is how my flower design look like. This is the back, this is the front. So now I'm going to attach it by gluing it on my frame, on my twisted frame. So I'm going to hit my glue gun. I'm going to find the midpoint of this frame, and the midpoint is exactly here, and I'm going to go about 2 inches more here and then attach the flowers like this. So I have finished attaching the flower design with embellishment, and you see how beautiful this twisted turban cap is looking like. You can rock it to party, church, wedding, everywhere to match your outfits. Very nice. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you find this tutorial helpful, kindly subscribe, like and share my videos. Thank you. Bye.